So here they are, our 3 new solar panels, and then our mounts or brackets for them. So that's what we're going to get fitted. So what I'm looking at here, I was hoping to do all 3 together, but unfortunately by here it drops down and there's no straight part down there for these corner pieces to go on. So I'm going to have to separate them like this, I think, and then obviously that sits on this angle, that there, and then basically they sit roughly on the corners of this, because otherwise if I connected them that would be like uneven in there and you wouldn't be able to screw it down to anything. So I think this is how the solar panels are gonna have to go. So we're literally just going to draw around these, and that pretty much will allow me because you can see here it's not really slap flush with the roof. Seems to be a dent there, so I'm going to draw around these, then I'm going to know where it needs cleaning, rubbing down, etc., so I can stick these down with sealant first, leave them overnight and possibly tomorrow, and then I'll bolt them to the roof once the sealant has dried off. So these are the solar panels, and then obviously with the cables, the positive I've just taped red so I know which one's which, and I know because it's got a positive sign right by there. So let's take this onto the roof. Panels are on the roof, and now it is pretty much connecting male with female, so positive, negative. So positive to negative of this one, positive to negative of this one, and then this positive will run into the van. The fan negative will run all the way down and then into the van. So let's go that far.
So that is the solar panels on. So 1, 2, 3, all connected, zip tied underneath. So they're zip tied on either end of here, and then cable runs in and then into this little junction box then. So drill the hole, 2 cables ran through, grommet around the metal, also put hammerite around the metal as well just to seal it, and then some 522 sickle flex around the bottom. As I screwed it in, it all squared out the sides, and then basically just run around that just to seal it off. So that's pretty much that sealed off now, hopefully. So next job now is to bolt the solar panels to the brackets. not gonna lie guys, it's bloody cold up here, so yeah, solar panels secured to the brackets. Now I'm going to secure the brackets to the van. Now I know the panels are in the right place, brackets are in the right place. They are Siliflex Soflex 522 to the van, but just to secure it, I've got these roofer bolts with a washer at the bottom with a rubber washer, so it will seal the van as I drill into it. So I'm going to put a little holes through the van first, and then stick these bolts through it. Doing here is drilling a small hole in the van, just so it gives the bolt somewhere to guide the bolt into. And basically wherever is a flat surface on the van and the bracket is sitting flush with the van, that's what I'm drilling the bracket into. If the bracket is slightly over an edge, or like here, there's like a little gap there my finger can go into, I'm not putting a bolt there. I'm going to put a bolt here where it sits nice and flush and presses that bolt against the van. Now I've got all my holes drilled, stick my 8mm socket into my drill, make sure my settings are correct, don't want to over torque them, and then from there, where I've drilled the holes, basically just going to fill that hole with Sikilflex, and then I'll put a dollop on top. And then when the bracket is pressed down on that dollop, and then when the, like I said, when the bolt is pressed down on that dollop of Siliflex, it basically just squeezes out all the sides. Obviously I'm going to press it into the hole with a bolt. And then the washer, when it hits tightness, the washer basically squishes outwards, and then as the washer squishes out, and then also the Siliflex squishes out as well, so that's when you know it's nice and tight, and you've pretty much got a seal around that washer also. So you're not just relying on the washer. So yeah, you're not just relying on the washer to make it waterproof, you're also relying on the 522 as well. So if you look there, you can see it's all squished out at the sides of the bolt, and then it's pretty much a matter of rinse and repeat of that process all the way around the van. So I'm now on the opposite side of the van. Probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably like 8 more bolts to do, and then hopefully that is the solar panels done. So we're going to go into a time lapse now and finish off the rest of the holes. So I would like to say that is the solar panels done. So fitted, cables ran, bolted to the brackets, and then the brackets are now bolted to the van. So the only thing to do now is to wire them up and pray to God they work. So that is the solar panels done. Not too bad, to be fair. Now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing when it rains, if it leaks. That's all we can do now, is just wait out. So yeah, I can see there, these are the bolts for basically the brackets, and then you've got the solar panel cable coming in. So these now needs to be run down the wall and then pop out down the bottom with the where the isolator switch is. So yeah, next phase of the job is to start wiring this up, but first of all is to make some room. So solar panel boxes can now get thrown away, a little tidy up, and then we'll get into the wiring.